What a way to start the stream. Good afternoon, good evening, good morning to everybody out there. Much love to you. Real Derby giving us a follow out there and Prime subscribing on Twitch. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thinking of James James Mandaroot out there, of course, and Alex giving us a good look at what's going on out there as well. Thank you very much on Facebook. Thank you to all the fine folks on YouTube, knocking it out of the park. Thank you to everybody being out there. You're all amazing. Happy Labor Day to everybody out there. Hopefully you've enjoyed the day off. I want to give a big special thank you to all the folks that helped put things on for me over here at Signature Esports, and of course all of our staff and employees over at Signature Media, and of course Signature Photography and Signature Printing. My life would be much more difficult without the folks that sit here and help me out. And I want to say thank you to each and every one of you, and of course to all the folks that put Chop Shop Racing on behind the scenes as well, to John Hammond, to Mike Strickland, of course, the Corey Budnow is going to be your race controller tonight. They're out there, they're working on Labor Day, and it's absolutely awesome to see that people still get out there and do it. And of course, we're out here working on Labor Day as well. It is Labor Day weekend here for the Lake of the Ozarks, so it is definitely go time when it comes to our season coming to a close in our tourist community. So that's kind of where we're at. It's kind of what we've been looking at when it comes to this weekend. I had a long weekend that I thought I was going to be able to make some trips and get some things taken care of, but Labor Day weekend is kind of snuck up on me and inflicted with a lot of things when it came to we've had the Lake of the Ozarks shootout. That was last week. This week we had Labor Day weekend and all the fine folks coming in for all the media that we have to do with that, and then on top of that our iRacing streams and kind of just everything that we've been trying to put together. It's been a long weekend. I was out over at Blondie's Cantina helping out over the weekend as well, getting a bartending shift in over there to help out some friends. It was a long weekend. Yes, I used to bartend a long time ago, folks, before I got back into media, before I opened my own business, and I was a chef for many years. So when it comes to food and the beverages out there, we like that industry, and we can appreciate the industry out there. So those who are out there in the Lake of the Ozarks area, or whoever is out there working today, your Walmart staff, your grocery store clerks, your gas station attendants, the folks that keep the world. How about your truck drivers, your dirt racers, everybody out there still keeping everything working on while we take days off, or while folks have the days off. My hat's off to you. So happy Labor Day to everybody out there. Thank you, Carl. Appreciate the share as well. Thank you for the like earlier. Appreciate you, sir. Much love to you. Folks, it is Eldora Week 7 for the Chop Shop Racing Series. I was behind today, so I wasn't able to get all of the fantastic graphics made that I normally do. So we'll just kind of work at it as we do. We'll throw this on Scenic so we can see that a little bit better for everybody. Eldora is the half-miler, almost half-miler here, owned by Tony Stewart and Co. over there in one of the biggest. This is one of the tracks. Okay, they call Wheatland the Diamond Dirt Track. Well, if Wheatland's the Diamond Dirt Track, this is going to be one of the, how did I put it earlier? This is one of the crown jewels of dirt racing. Eldora Speedway, always a good time, regardless of what you watch and how you watch it. Eldora is always a ton of fun to just kind of throw vehicles out there and just run. Today, the track racer weather report is going to show, though, air temperature is much more balmier here for Eldora than the track temperature. We might actually see the humidity come into play as the track wears whenever the drivers go green flag racing here for the Mix It Up Dirt Series, brought to you by C2 Gaming. C2 Gaming is another content creator out there that tells you everything you need to know about not only gaming, but keeps up with the Dirt Series, keeps up with iRacing, keeps up with games that are in and out, loves to get out there and stream as well. So go support C2 Gaming. There's a link in the description on Facebook and YouTube. If you want to get out there and support, I encourage you to do so. We've got over 18,000 followers on Facebook. If he could just get even half of that, that's a huge goal of mine for him. So it's gonna be it'll be great to see the fine folks over there take care of things. Ball status, B&B Music, Admin Box, Wiggle Pants, all a part of the the Chop Shop Racing series across the board, and we love to see them be a part and gain some more. Chop Shop iRacing.com is being developed, but if you want to be a part of the Chop Shop series, I encourage you to go over and find them on Facebook. There's a link for their Facebook page and their Discord and the race description on Facebook and YouTube. If you want any more of that, I encourage you folks to go over to our Facebook and YouTube links and make sure you hit the description and become a part of it, because it's a ton of fun. Drivers going to get out there and qualify for 10 lap heats. They're going to have 6 to the feature and 15 lap consies. Fillers are going to go to the feature. 18 drivers in total will make the feature, but I think today, because it's Labor Day, we've got a smaller field, so I think everybody's going to make the feature. Rosberg is going to have a great season. Here's a look at the points. As we get into today's race, Chop Shop has Alonso King in the points lead over Michael Strickland with 2 wins, 17 points off of that overall lead point. Eric Plants is in third. Wesley Strait got a win not too long ago. So did Colby Hartung. So the two teammates battling fourth and fifth spot right now. And we're just almost a third of the way through the season right now. So there's a lot of points to be made up. And things are still very close, even within the driver realm. As drivers figure things out and the season starts to progress, you'll start seeing that the points may either separate, or we may start seeing some of the drivers get themselves, especially the top 3 or 4 drivers that have been in the series. Alonso King's kind of been on fire when it comes to the race progression that he's been. Last week, he had a good chance of winning, but he put himself to the back of the field to try to work himself through. So he made the top 3 last week, and I don't know if he's going to do that again this week, but it would be curious to see if the drivers can get out there and push some more of those race boundaries. Folks, my throat's a little sore today as well, so just bear that in mind when it comes to the race call. I'm going to do the best that I can. Again, it's been a long weekend, and because it's been a long weekend, things are things are a little hoarse on my end. So I've got the mic super close, and we're gonna do the best that we call. Not only that, but the heat has been up and down here in Missouri. We were 105 degrees 2 weeks ago, and then this last week we were about 75 to 85 degrees, and then the last 2 days have been in the upper 90s as well. The heat index has not been kind to us at all. So you know, it is the way it is. But it's gonna be good. It's gonna be a good race. We're gonna have fun with this. Take a look at Discord. Buddy Skokie went whitewater rafting yesterday, and I'm typing out a reply real quick. And I told him to check out something that I used to do. It's called Creature Craft, over in Colorado. I used to live in Colorado for a little while, and Creature Craft is it's a whitewater rafting raft, so to speak, that you could. It's made of tubes and things like that you can actually turn on its side and take harder rafting techniques. They use them all over the world, especially for rescues and stuff like that too. And it was that was my first experience of whitewater rafting, and then I went on a regular raft, and it wasn't near as fun as the Creature Craft, because you can't really take the higher class rapids that you would in whitewater rafting that you would with that. So it takes a lot of guts to get out there and get on the water and subject yourself to that kind of abuse, and but still always a ton of fun. Let's see how the heats are going to go. It's looking like Stryker might have the pole. Shane, thank you very much for the like, man. Appreciate you. Forgive me, I had to sneeze. That's another gamer across the big pond over there in Australia. We like our Australian friends. We've got no Canadians in today's race either. Where's Chris at? Chris might be taking the day off. It is Labor Day here in the U.S., folks, and if you're out there partaking, please be responsible, of course. But always remember that you got a home here on your phone if you want it. About 18 seconds away, I'm going to take a drink real quick. I have cranberry juice and some Sprite. Give me just a moment. I'm going to take a drink and refresh, and we're going to go and call some racing. All righty, and a throat lozenge. Starting grid for heat race number 1 is going to look as such. Looks as such as Michael Strickland is going to be your pole sitter. Mark Retchin is going to be your outside pole sitter. Onso King, Eric Plants will make up row number 2. Marky O'Haver and Mark O'Haver will make up row number 3. Row 4 will be Ed Perry, Nathan Biggert. Row 5 will be Wesley Strait and Joe Thompson. Row 6 will be Carlton Hendry and Geo Hedge. I wonder if they fit everybody into. They did not. So we have one driver who did qualify is going to be in a heat by himself. But we'll see. We'll see. So this is going to be a prelude to what's going to happen in the feature as the drivers pull off. We're going to have a 10-lap heat, and we'll see who's going to be able to make the Consi. I do believe that Isaac Balsamo will. Well, he's back here. It didn't show him on the starting grid, so he's back here, and he'll be just fine. I think he had to jump to pit road. Something happened in there for the driver. I do love this racetrack, and the reason why I love this racetrack is because it has such swooping corners. It's one of the bigger corners that you're going to see. As we'll take a look here from the overhead view with the drivers. One of the things I like about this racetrack is that from the wall and to the bottom, there's lots of lifting points. Now these limited late models, you kind of get the you kind of get the advantage that you can pretty much be full bore across it, but there's only a short straight section right here, and it's an awkward turn on the corners, and you will definitely see what these drivers are going to have to do when it comes to trying to stay out of each other and stay out of the race line of the other driver and get around and pass. So there goes Michael Strickland, 88, ready to go. Green flag racing as we get underway. 88 up the race line. Top Shop Racing Series leader here. Eric Plants is going to be right there on the inside of Retchin. Alonso King's going to be in tow. Going to try to slide as early as he can here as the 88 goes to bat and try to track him down. There is your timing tower on the left side of your screen. You want to see what the driver's doing. 88-80 battle for the lead as the 80 tries to drop low on the 80. 80 is going to be rolling the bottom side. Still a lot of grip down there as the 88 leads. 15.96 for Alonso King. He's got to keep himself out of the left rear quarter panel of the 88 and keep himself side by side. You're going to see him duck, dodge, dive, dodge balls. The 88's going to have to slide back, give a little bit more room. Alonso King is going to lead in here. Going to pull the slider down as Michael Strickland rolls the high side. A little early to be up high as King tries now to stretch himself out. Eric Plants is going to be in that second spot. Marky O'Haver doing the thing. Caution comes out as Retchin goes around. We'll take a look and see what happened here. Gets into the corner. This is on board the nose cam. As we'll see what's going to happen here is the 33 of Ed Perry gets up into him, and they just collect each other. Boom. And they go around. Oh, he clicked the portion right there in the on the front straightaway. That would be, here it is, right here one more time. 76 goes to slide in. 33 is down below. They're 3 wide here. And it's the 89 of Wesley Strait out of the bottom side there, and 33 just clips him a little bit. Nathan Biggert there as well, a little iRacing paint scheme going on there. And just clips the uneven portion of it. So Retchin gets nailed. A little fast repair action, never hurt anybody. One fast repair for the league. And they're ready to go. Max, thank you for the like, man. Appreciate you. You got the fine folks out there. See what chat's doing. Keep the chats lively. The more chats, the more interactions, the more things that we do, the better off it will be. Alonso King's going to be your race leader. Here's that section that I was talking about just a moment ago. As the pace truck will lead them around. They come up off of the turn. They'll be double file here. There's this little bitty spot right here where this door is here at Eldora. And if the drivers hit that, well, that becomes an issue. It will destroy the front noses of these vehicles. These limited late models don't have the horsepower the pro lates do or the super lates do, but they are a ton of fun to drive. There's the biggest pythons in all of iRacing. They call him Barney on iRacing. I've called him Fred, so he's Fred the Barney Flagman to me. We're going to go back to green flag racing with 5 laps to go in heat race number 1. And the drivers look to be having a little bit of fun here. That's for darn sure. Green flag. Back at it. Alonso King trying to have no company here. And we'll drop into the corner. Striker in tow. As the drivers go to work. Here's a look at the long lights here at Eldora Speedway. Eric Plants picks up second. 88 battles back to the outside. Still a lot of grip on the bottom. And they'll need quite a bit of laps put in to be able to show the wear on what Eldora actually has in store. The track state was reset in the beginning of it. So as Stryker ran the fastest lap of the race. I think Balsamo having an issue there. He's going to be in 11th. Marco Haber and Marco Haber back out there as well. They're digging. Lance to the bottom side, second holding on. There is Michael Strickland in third. 0-1 running the iRacing scheme. White flag a wave here for the drivers as Carlton Henry goes to work. 66.99 there. Geo Hedge to the bottom side. Going to carry it out. White flag for Eldora in heat race number 1. Eric Plants, 6/10 of a second lead. Drops in, tries to put a little more mustard on it on the bottom side, but it does look like Alonso King going to take heat race number 1. Discaplant says, nice paint to Eric. Love to hear it. Looks like we're going to go into the consi, which is going to be that basically I'm going to call this like a practice session for the drivers that are still out there. Ed Perry, Mark Retchen will be your front row. Gio Hedge, Carlton Henry, Isaac Balsamo, Marky O'Haver, and Marco Haber all out there. Everybody's going to make the feature, but you definitely got to get out there and you got to run those laps, get that practice in, figure out how this track's going to change, especially after about 10 laps of green flag running. Then the track will start to change. You'll start to see the drivers move up the race line. Here's a look at pit lane as the drivers start to load in. So waiting for Ed Peary and Mark Retchen to jump in. But if you look at what the track state will do, I don't know if they are going to load in or if they're just going to do what they do. They've got about 9 seconds. But this track, as you move up, will start to move the race line up into the second groove. We're watching a lot of drivers still hook the bottom of the racetrack. There's still a lot of grip down here. And as the track state resets for the feature, you're going to see a lot of the drivers still full bore, full throttle with these limited late models right around this bottom side. And this bottom side will show a lot of grip, and we'll be able to. I mean, the shortest way around a racetrack, of course, is the bottom side of the racetrack, and these drivers will have to contend with that. We'll see what happens as the drivers go to town. 15 laps in the consolation race for Eldora. As we take a look, they're going to pace around. Look at this complex here. We want to make sure that we're showing what nighttime looks like at Eldora Speedway. Love my drone cam. This thing is amazing. This was the best thing I ever did when it came to figuring out this racetrack and figuring out what these drivers are going to be able to do. It's a ton of fun. It is a ton of fun to figure this stuff out, folks. If you have not signed up for iRacing, I encourage you to do so. You can use any one of these drivers' names as well and give them credit. Like Ed Perry, you can put in his name and he'll get if you sign up, it's like a referral bonus. He gets a few extra credits, iRacing credits he'll put toward cars and stuff like that. Green flag as we go for the C2 Gaming and mix it up. Consi, aka last chance qualifier for the drivers. Here is Carlton Henry. Geo Hedge is going to be there to the bottom side by side as they come around a complete lap 1. Ed Perry all the way through that race line. Good little race line here as he figures a few things out. Looks like Marco Haver's having a few issues back there. Marco Haver. I say Mark's having issues. Balsamo right there. It looked like he was blinking. So, Balsamo, no caution here. Here's what happened. Mark blinked, and then all of a sudden, the 10 gets into the corner, breaks up a little bit, and then does look like Mark got into him there and sent him up the racetrack. It's hard whenever you are the blinking driver, because if you're the blinking driver and the cars are disappearing in front of you, you can't see them. Ed Perry, Mark Retchin, that's going to be your top two right now, as Gio Hedge and Carlton Hendry still battling out here. 99 side by side here with the 66. 66 having a better day. The better race line here is Marco Haber there to the bottom side. Mark trying to get around the 99. Not going to be an easy thing to do, as the 99 protects the bottom side. 150, or I'm sorry, the 171 of Marco Haber. Whoa, 99 up in. Caution. Feeling the pressure of Marco Haber there. He's going to go to third. Carlton Hendry and Gio Hedge right here. Again. See the slide up for the 99. Just gets a little bit too close to the 66. Slid too far. Gets himself turned around, and oof. That's definitely a good looking run there. Either way, that's the way it goes. So pit road, Retchin runs the fastest lap, the lap prior to the caution, 16:32 for the drivers here. Thank you to fine folks, all you fine folks out there, all the platforms. You're all amazing. Thank you so much for being there. I appreciate you, and I know the drivers appreciate you. Of course, we couldn't do this without you fine folks, so make sure you keep tuning in. Hendry, Ed Perry, Retchin's going to be your top three. Marco Haber, Gio Hedge, Isaac Balsamo, all right there. Balsamo should be fine. He didn't come to pit road. He shouldn't need to come to pit road. We'll see how that works as these drivers get together. 99 of Gio Hedge rolling. Look like Carlton Hendry is going to come up and be just fine. I mean, you can run out. You can get out here and run with damage. He might have came to pit road. Didn't say he came to pit road, but Carlton did. Carl did. 66 did. He's got a brand new car. Gio Hedge slid up. Is going to get the UL here. Start the tail end of the field. As the line will check it up. Retchin's going to be your race leader on the high side. Ed Perry's going to be on the bottom side here. So Ed's going to check up the field a little bit here. 2x2 for the front two rows. 33 backing up the field, waiting for the pace truck to dive in. And you'll see Ed Perry go when he feels like it. That's for darn sure. And that's when he does. Green flag. Eldora getting hot and heavy. 9 laps to go in today's race, as C2 Gaming gives you all the dirt action each and every week. Smaller field because of the holiday this week, folks. And that is something that you can bet is going to be a ton of fun. Marco Haber getting back out there, completing some laps. So the 113, getting some things situated out there to practice a little bit before the feature. 33, 171. That's going to be Marco Haber. Mark Retchin's going to be in tow. And I'm glad to see the connection is stabilized. Marco Haber having an issue. He's going to be on the bottom side. I didn't know that they have 3 sim rigs sitting next to side by side, and that's what they do. They get out there and they run and have some fun. And they get to yell at each other right next to you. If they get into each other, that's going to be the big key. Retchin in tow of Haber here in the 171. 6 laps to go. He's got some pace. His lap time is faster than Marco Haber. This time, not so much. Isaac Balsamo getting a little bit more out of the car. 113 trying to run with him, but the 10 doing a decent job of just running the race line the way he needs to. Needs to get a little bit lower if he wants to protect what he's got. He's sitting in 4th here in the consolation race with 4 laps to go. Marco Haber stopping a few laps ago, but it's going to be up running. 171 closes into Ed Perry here. Ed Perry, 1624 on the iRating, 1924 for Marco Haber. Marco Haber trying to work his way around this race line. He's going to find an egg shape out of the corner. 3 laps to go. Still trying to figure his race line out just a little bit more. Balsamo has some company, the 113. The big thing about the 113, he's got to keep himself out of the 10 here. He is racing nobody right now in that last place, so you don't want to be the guy to get up into the 10 here. He's got a 1891 on the I rating. That's something to behold. White flag waves, final lap as the 33 comes around. Fast-paced race here. There's only one caution per heat, and Consi at Barry out of 3. Comes out of 4. Going to have the speed. He does. He's going to win the Consi. 171 will finish second, 76 and third. The 1099, 66, 113 will be the end of it right there. Eldora and the Consi knocking it out of the park. All right. They're going to have a warm-up for 3 minutes, and as they do, I am going to throw it on exciting. We're going to let these drivers figure out what they've got going on, folks. And while they get out there and run and warm up and practice, chance for you to go thank everybody out there once again. I want a big special thank you to all the folks that helped put things on for me. And again, happy Labor Day to each and every one of you out there. Here in the next 8 minutes, you should see a message pop up from all my sponsors. So if you do that, you can check them out. Check out NordVPN. Check out Rogue Energy as well. Can't remember which one. There's a whole bunch. You can follow me on TikTok as well, folks. Trying to work on content for TikTok. Trying to work on content for pretty much everything, including different games and different things that we need to. You know, I want to be more than just iRacing, but I want to also make sure that I'm not skimping away from what we're doing with iRacing. I'm just trying to make everything better. Also, I do want to do some kind of giveaway here pretty soon. Trying to work with folks, with leagues, with sponsors, and not just leagues, with private sponsors, with donators and stuff like that. Because I want to do things to be able to help build the community up and build that, and that sometimes includes, you know, doing giveaways to help people who may not have the things to get out here and sim race or get out here and game, and you know, and that includes kids, it includes those with special needs, it includes people who just are not as fortunate with some. They may have the best internet in the world, but their computer kind of is junk. You know what I mean? So we want to do things like that. We want to help folks out. I want to do, forgive the term, but it would be nice to be like the Mr. Beast of gaming, where we can do more to give back to the community and give back to these gamers and show them that there's more to it than just having to go out and make an expensive purchase. We want to show that there are people out here like me and others like me that'll have your back. So that's kind of the idea. So that's something that I've been working on. Also, if you haven't done so, check out signaturemedia.net. It's our website. Our merch store's on there as well. And Signature Radio, we're averaging 85 listeners a week right now, or 85 listeners a day especially over the last week. And it's kind of cool. That's something that I never thought would take off immediately. So it's actually doing really well. Our weather segments have been kind of cool. I've got to get this week's done. Of course, you know, time management is everything. We're doing more and more. I'm trying to do more. Still trying to work on the morning shows for everybody. I'm excited about that. We're still working on sponsorship opportunities and not just sponsorship, but advertising opportunities and things of that sort to be able to take care of our radio station. So it's expensive, but it's not that expensive that we can't afford to do it. So that's what we want to do. Here's your starting grid for the feature. Alonso King, Eric Plant's going to be your front row. Stryker and Nathan Biggert make up row number 2. Wesley Strait, Joe Thompson will be there in row number 3. Ed Perry, Marco Haver will be in row 4. Mark Retchen, Isaac Balsamo in row 5. Joe Hedge, Carlton Hendry in row 6. Marco Haver will bring up the tail end of that one in the 113. What do they say? I answer friends. I need to leave Discord alone whenever I'm doing all this. All right, 30 lapper. That's what we've got going on, folks. And gonna be a ton of fun. We're gonna enjoy it. My Delegaf bot letting everybody know that we're live in Discord. There's a link for our Discord as well. It'll pop up. Make sure you join it. Get out here, have some fun. Get out here and game with us. It'll be a good time. 80-17. These drivers look to be, I mean, pretty inclined, right? What I'm saying. How about it? Pace truck's in. Full send. And you hear the fireworks here at Eldora. One of my favorite things about Eldora Speedway, they turn off the back end, no caution. There's the caution. Alonso King, 17 of Eric Plants getting a whole nose. That was Mark Retchen, Carlton Henry, Isaac Balsamo, Gio Hedge involved. You see, there are parts of cars all over the racetrack. Here's what happened to Gio Hedge. 99 here, 12. And it looks like that's the 171 up there. Marco Haver. Looked like the 113 got into the 99, and the 10 was trying to break out of the corner with the 171. The 99 gets into the 171. 10 gets kicked around, and that was a pretty aggressive. Let's I kind of want to look at that at speed. Let's look at that at speed. Let's do that right. Yeah. We're stopping here. Right here. One more time. Well, shake and bake and I help. 113 to the bottom side, and that was just a oof. Well, why not? Wasn't that big of one, but it was good enough. It was good enough for the helicopter. Good enough. Good enough right now, at least. First caution of the race. Caution laps do not count here for these limited late models here at Eldora. Gotta love the helicopter award. It's my favorite, one of my favorite awards that we've gotten. So Alonso King will be your race leader right now. Eric Plants will sit out here behind. And P2, Stryker will be in third. You can almost hear the rumble of the engines. Here, listen to this, folks. King worked his way up the racetrack on that first lap. Now, going to take the line from the 17 of Eric Plants. These cars just need a little bit more horsepower, I think. And now 88 to the inside of the 17 is going to allow Alonso King to kind of pull away. Will be 25 laps to go at the line for Alonso King. He's going to 17 to the second lead. Mark Retchen, Marco Haber trying to get to the front as these drivers dig out of the corner here. King, Strickland. I think, I was going to say, Stryker took over that spot. Now Stryker having to get down to the bottom, get that tire all the way down to the bottom, 3/4 of a second now, as Alonso King digs in the corner, comes the second lane. Stryker just can't get the drive off the corner that Alonso King can. Go to the cockpit here of Alonso King. We'll see what he does. He's just full throttle the entire time. Comes up near the wall. Hits the wall. don't hear any fluctuation on the throttle at all. Listen to Striker's throttle. You hear it bog down as he gets down to the bottom side. Now not so much. Alonso King. I don't look at the RPMs here. Now backs out of it. Difference on cars, difference on throttles. Striker rolls the bottom side. Eric plants a little bit more into it. Flies the car to the bottom. That's what the top three. Nathan Bigger trying to get himself in that fourth spot, up one more. Wesley Straight trying to hold on as well. 18 laps to go. The driver's really working. There's your speed of Alonso King. Striker in tow. Griffin trying to get a little bit more, and I'll tell you what, he keeps running that. There's still a lot of grip on that bottom side, it looks. As he taps the wall a little bit. Alonso King down up on the high side, running the wall. And just trying to find that grip. Striker's up there trying to run with him. That's my question here is, Brooklyn's up near the wall here, trying to run the same line, trying to run the same throttle, and you would think that their lap times would be similar, but it's not. Because right now, Alonso King, I'm going to listen here one more time on the car. Joe Thompson involved. We'll meet up with the pace truck here. Here's Joe Thompson. Here's what happened. Joe Thompson might have just parked it on the bottom. He did. They brought out the caution. Yep, he's stuck. Man, oh man. All right. The engine sound gives a lot away when it comes to the cars and what the throttle's doing, what the driver's trying to do. These vehicles are very evenly matched when it comes to horsepower and keeping it clean. And it's all about timing, and especially in the first couple of laps. We're halfway through this race, and it's a big racetrack, so it gives a bigger race line. But Striker's going to beat the 80 here. He's going to have to time the restart accordingly. And we know that Alonso's secret to his restarts is backing up to the driver behind him and trying to check up the not just the inside line, but the outside. They would have got you all messed up. Hey, that's the same. Yeah, and I knew it was going to be the case. It was the same thing with the league yesterday. They said they probably should have taken yesterday off because their drivers or their field was a little shortchanged. And same concept today. There's a lot of drivers out today. Labor Day weekend is a big weekend. They're going green. Great job by Wesley Straight. The tie went over. He's up to third. Wesley trying to sit it into the corner, has the bottom line hooked up. 80-88 as the 80 works into the corner. 88 all the way to the bottom side. Striker closest sees Ben's going to slide up. Oh, and almost get into him. Down the bottom side they go. There's those links that I was talking about. Quarter second down. As Alonso King tries to hook up. Caution again. More chance here. It's Mark Retchin, Isaac Balsamo, Mark O'Haver, Ed Perry. All involved on this one. Here's a look. Ed Perry. There's a 150 or 171 to the bottom side. 33 with the 113. Oh, man. That was it right there. Perry. Oof. Man, oh, man. Unable to get going. There's a look one more time. 113 on the outside. 33 there. 113. Yeah, just a racing deal there. And that's unfortunate. Unfortunate. Close racing by all the drivers, and just one wrong move can send you around. Yep. Security online gaming experience here, folks, with NordVPN. Go check it out at the link in the description. You save yourself some money. Not only that, remember to follow me on TikTok, tiktok.com/@signature esports, and then, of course, join my Discord. If you haven't joined my Discord, I encourage you to do so. It's a good way to get out there and meet some gamers, find some leagues, you know. Just do everything that is gaming and grow our community. That's what we're about. Growing our community. Yep. All right. Way back to double file here, 80, 88. And a lot of room for the 80 here. Way checking up the field, almost way too much. I mean, the pace truck is somewhere in the, yeah, I mean, that was way too much. Striker, slide the corner. Another exit, still low. Looking all the way to the bottom. 80 trying to pull the line away. It's going to have a run on the outside, but Strickland really figuring something out here. And Perry's going to come off pit road, and right now the 80 is going to have to try to pull some line away. He has the better drive line. And Strickland tries to close it back in. 10 laps to go. Alonso King not trying to jinx it here like he did last week. Starting from the back as Strickland goes to work with the 80. Right now, Wesley straight. Slides to the bottom side, still sees a lot of grip, utilizing a lot of the racetrack. 8 laps to go. Alonso King has a lot of company. And these drivers, prior to watching him win, 89 in front of the 17. 88 up high, protecting the high line. Striker trying to close in. 7 laps to go. Thompson had a mission. Close to the wall. You see it right there. 6 laps to go. Near the high side, Striker trying to dive in, trying not to find. Trying not to follow in his footsteps. 80 to the bottom side. Now has to do something different here because he saw what Striker did there. Striker closed that race line down. But right now, another opportunity. 80 takes away the race line. Drivers down low as Strickland tries to go to work. Alonso King, 5 laps to go to before this time by. Caution comes out. Geo Hedge involved. Man, oh man. Smacks the wall, gets stuck on it. That right front is destroyed. These cars just do not take the beating that they're supposed to. And he has to stop on pit road because that right front is destroyed. Yeah, see that tire right there? Man, oh man. Thompson out of the race. Man, oh man. No Gibbs Racing announcing that Denny Hamlin just re-signed with the team for a multi-year deal. notification, but it's not popping up. Okay. Oh, good. Congrats on Denny Hamlin getting another one. At least he's not retiring. I think he's a little shy. Retired. Doesn't need to be doing that. 80, 88, single file restart. 88, good little run here. There'll be 4 to go. Up the high line. Run down the straightaway. Striker with a head of steam. Slider coming up. Strickland to slide in front of the 80. To take the line away. 88 back to the inside. Another opportunity for the 80. 88 back to the outside into the wall. 3 to go. Striker back to the outside. Side by side. 88, 80. 88 up near the wall. The 80 to slide in front. 88 with a head of steam. Breaks to the corner. Strickland had the right idea. Now the 80 up into the corner. 88, oh, a little too much. White flag for the final lap. Alonzo King with a battle there with Michael Strickland. Last-ditch effort, and they're going to slide the corner. 80 trying to block it off. Is going to do so. Alonzo King gets his 3rd win. That was a much better ending than what it was planned out for there, folks. Alonzo King getting out there, getting the win. Eldora finishing up just like this for your feature. Alonzo King, Michael Strickland, it'll be your top 3 here. There's a lot going on with the feature results here. Give me a second here. Those fireworks are loud, even in my ear. Yeah, I don't know. We'll have to figure that out. Fix it later. Nathan Biggert to finish 3rd. Good battle going on there for Wesley Strait, Nathan Biggert, Marco Haber, Eric Plants, Markio Haber, Carlton Henry, Isaac Balsamo. So Markio Haber didn't start until the end of the Consi, and that's something like curious about when it comes to leagues. Do drivers have to? I mean, you would think that you would have to run the heats and then get yourself into the Consi and run. Not quite sure how that works for Chop Shop, but that's my general question. If a driver's going to get out there and run, then is that the way it? Should you do something different there? Carlton Henry will be your 8th place finisher. Balsamo, Retchen, Ed Perry, Joe Hedge, Joe Thompson, all those drivers all the way back here. Small field today, but it shows that these drivers probably had a good time, to say the least. Let's talk to him real quick. He's not feeling too hot. Alonzo King gets the victory today. 3rd win on the series. Congratulations. Walk us through it real quick and give your shout-out to kind of follow that up.
It was just a real fun race altogether. Had a good battle with Strickland there. Got to give a shout-out to Dark Tempest Motorsports. Definitely got to give a shout-out to Chop Shop. You guys, your broadcast is awesome. I did subscribe to your Twitch tonight, so...
Is that you?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I wasn't going to go to the NEOL this week, but
good. Don't do it. This would have been a little bit more tough to get through, I think. So
yeah, it would have.
Don't do it. I'd rather see you whoop their butts than put yourself in a chance, to have a chance right there to get wrapped up in something. You know what I mean?
Next week I'll throw the UO out. I'll do it every time I win. So let's just have some fun.
Alonzo, congratulations. I know it was a short field today. I'm a little under the weather, so that's why I'm making things short. But
Hey, you're fine, Bubba.
it was a short field today, but sometimes the smaller fields can make for some great racing.
Actually, I think there was good racing all the way through. I mean, from what I saw in my mirror, I'm not trying to be, you know, wasn't trying to be rude or anything like that, but it looked like a lot of fun back there.
Well,
So I saw some three wide and stuff.
With the cautions kind of snacking everybody back up, that was one of the things that happened with Striker. The Striker was able to get that timing on that restart, and that was one of the things. Your restarts are sometimes predictable double file, but your single file restarts were right. I think you shined the best.
Yeah, I just went when I wanted to go here. Single file there at the end. I mean, he timed it perfectly. I was like, all right, we're gonna have a race now. So,
and he did. He put it to you. It was a good slider. Probably. I mean, I think he slid at the right time. I think it made for the better battle. That's for sure.
I think he slid at one lap too short. I think he should have waited.
Waited another lap.
Yeah,
or maybe two, because you had 4 laps to go. Maybe 2 laps. Maybe get the runoff. Yeah. Well, I mean, you never know. I mean, that's kind of the part of Eldora is that if you follow for too long, then you get yourself stuck in that rhythm of I can't make the pass, and so maybe he thought that was his shot. But I don't know. We'll figure it out in a second.
Hey, it was all fun. No, it was a good battle.
Yeah, definitely a good one. Alonzo, congratulations, man. I'm gonna take some damn NyQuil or Dayquil or I don't know what I'm taking. I'm taking something because it's starting to hit me. I don't know what's going on. Appreciate the time as well. I get to. It's not very often.
We'll get better, buddy.
It's not often I get to thank the person in person. So thank you for the prime. I appreciate you.
Not a problem. Get better, buddy.
All right, man. We'll see you next week.
All righty.
That's Alonzo King. He's your feature winner today. Let's talk to your P2 finisher real quick. Mike, the Striker Strickland, knocks it out a second. Alonzo said you should have waited a lap. I think that was your shot. You tell me what you think.
When you see it coming, it's just so hard to eat it, right?
Yeah.
And I saw it, and I'm like, I'm taking it. So, but yeah, he's 100% right. I took it too early. I probably should have just stayed on his bumper, and then got that run again, and then try to make a pass there at the end. He's a hell of a driver, so it's tough to beat. I'm just happy that I even was able to time that restart. That was really the key. It was just timing his restart. I basically went when he went, which allowed me to get the run. Other than that, he would have just sailed away and had a nice country drive there at the end. But it was a good race. A little small of a field. I'm hoping that it's just because it's Labor Day weekend and
that's what chat was
we
saying.
had some.
We had some a lot of chat there.
Yeah, Labor Day weekend. I'm hoping everybody's having a good Labor Day weekend. Hope to see you guys back next week. And all of our races over the weekend have been kind of light. Just assuming that everybody's out having a good time with their family. So
it's the one weekend that we celebrate workers, which we should be celebrating every week.
That's right. Yeah, no, it's an awesome weekend. 3 days, you get to spend time with the family. Every extra day, every day is a blessing. So we love all of our weekends and our holidays. And today was fun. We got to run a little dirt race and quick short race, and it was fun. We were in the hunt there. That's all we can ask for is just having some fun and being in the hunt.
It looked like it was fun. That's for darn sure. Yep. I'm gonna let you have at it. Give me shout outs, Mike.
Yeah, we appreciate everybody. Thank you for checking in, especially in your Labor Day weekend. I hope everybody's having a safe, wonderful weekend. Chop Shop wishes you guys the best. And we want to thank our main sponsor, C2 Gaming. We appreciate everything that you do. Jason at Signature Esports, you're the man. We love everything that you do. Make sure to subscribe, like, and check out his radio station because we want him to keep growing. I know he's trying to reach a milestone, so make sure that everybody subscribes and likes and gets hooked up with Signature Esports because he's the best in the business. So that's it, man. Everybody enjoy the rest of your day. We'll see you throughout the week, and hopefully we have some guys return here in the next couple of days.
Got Texas tomorrow. We got 2 races away from playoff racing in the truck series. That's the hype that's building for sure.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we got We got a tight 1, 2, 3 standings for the regular season. There are only 2 races left. There's a lot of bonus points there on the table, so everybody wants them. Texas is next. It's going to be a high flying race. Trucks are always fun, so we always got a good turnout in trucks and make sure everybody tunes in. You know, we're shooting for the playoffs, so it's going to be good racing.
It's going to be a ton of fun. Mike, much love, man. We'll see you tomorrow.
Thank you. Appreciate everybody. Congrats to Alonso winning.
That's the 88 P2. Let's go talk to finally the last but not least third place finisher. You and Wesley had a little battle there for the last 4 laps, able to work your way around. You fell back a little bit and got back forward. It just seemed like you were hovering around the middle part of the race, and then that last restart was your bread and butter.
Yeah, just I'm just being cautious, and especially early on, and just trying not to get caught up in nothing. And if guys, got a good run, and I'm not gonna try to hit the wall or hit them, so just let them go and then battle it out. But yeah, and at the end when we got toward, within the last that last restart with like 9 laps to go, that's to me that's when it's time to go.
Mhm.
So yeah, it was a great battle with Eric for pretty much the whole second half of the race to finally get by him. He was doing a great job tonight. And then yeah, to get Wesley with what was it, 1 or 2 laps to go, that was awesome. What a finish.
It makes for some interesting racing whenever you can tie it all together. Sometimes you get so stretched out in a race that it actually becomes one, difficult to pass, but difficult to just kind of ride, because you're like, I can get to this guy, but you feel like at a big track like Eldora, it may be 44 100ths of a second, 44 100, just about a half mile. Let me speak today. It might be just about a half mile around the racetrack, but that's around the bottom of the racetrack. It's over a half mile around the outside ring, so it makes this track much bigger and feels much bigger with the way the laps work too.
Yeah, absolutely. And it was cool. I like this track, man. It's fun because every line works, like it's all about, well, I guess it all depends on with dirt, where the grip is, but for the most part, I mean, you can run the very bottom, you can run the middle, you can run the top, and we can all stay side by side lap after lap. So just produce great racing. Just, I don't know, I enjoy it. It was fun. Definitely enjoying doing this dirt league and looking forward to keep going. Today was a good points day for me. I missed 1 week, and that dropped me a lot in the standings. So I really needed this top 3 tonight. This is awesome.
It's going to be a good points night. It is a crown jewel of the dirt series, that's for darn sure. All right, brother, give your shout outs.
Yeah, give a shout out to the league, Chop Shop Racing, John Stryker, putting on all these different series. It's got to be a lot of work, man. I can't imagine all the stuff they got to put up with and do. So definitely a huge shout out to them. Give a shout out to the sponsor of this league, C2 Gaming. From pretty much wouldn't be racing this dirt series without them. So much appreciation there. Shout out to the broadcast, you Jason, Signature Esports. Appreciate everything you guys do. And shout out to the fans out there watching. It's just so much fun to interact and see the fans out there and enjoying the show. And last but not least, give a shout out to my mom.
Love it. All right, brother, we'll see you tomorrow. Hopefully you're going to have yourself a wonderful truck series race too.
Yeah, still looking for a win there.
I know you're hunting.
Yeah.
It's Texas, so
Yeah.
full throttle track. So you just got to save tires. That's the big.
Yeah.
That's the big part about that one.
Well, that's good. That's usually what I'm good at.
Love to see it. All right, brother. We'll see you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.
That's Alonzo. Or not Alonzo. Alonzo, thank you for the like on the stream. That's Nathan Biggert in the 19 everywhere else 01 here in the Dirt Series. We'll see him tomorrow at that race, folks. Much love. I just feel like I'm coming down with something. Like it's happened over the last hour. I don't get it. It's crazy. Yeah, this has been good. Alonzo, thank you very much. Andy followed me on TikTok. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Much love, brother. Much love. I appreciate you all. I really do. I appreciate everybody out there. My milestone is I'm really close with all of our followers to being 21,000 followers or something like that. Looking for 19,000 followers on Facebook, and then trying to add them all up to get to 21,000. So very close. We're very close, and when we get to, so here's my goal, my ultimate goal. I want a play button from YouTube. I want our Facebook viewership to be the highest of any other sim racing broadcast company out there. I want our TikTok followers to feel like that's their home for not just sim racing, but for gaming, whenever they want to chill with me. I want our Discord community to be all about positivity and good vibes. I want a radio station to be the same way. And I want you folks to feel like you belong here each and every week. And just thank you to everybody for being out there. I really do. I can't thank you enough. To everybody. You don't know what this has meant to me to be able to do this for 3 years, and I've gone through the good, the bad, the ugly. I've really have. And just bear in mind that with drivers and the leagues that we've been in and out with, I've made mistakes in the sim racing world. I've made really good relationships. I've lost friendships. There's things in this that there's good and bad when it comes to doing this. But the ultimate goal is to have the best out there when it comes to what we're doing. And I will continue to push as hard as I can to be able to be that person that does exactly that. So, just bear that in mind. In the midst of all of this, there's personal things that I've gone through that we've tried to keep under wraps when it comes to like health and stuff like that. But we've definitely had the milestones of hitting the 10,000 follower moment and the 15,000 follower moment. Now we're working on 21,000 followers total across all of our platforms. But of course, it's 50,000 followers that I want, 100,000 followers that I want, because I want these leagues to have the best impact ever, because they deserve it. These gamers deserve it, folks. It's not just about me. It's about the community. It's about mental health. And it's about each and every one of you out there. So when you have the opportunity, go hug somebody that you love, that you missed. Call your mom. That's one of the things I used to say a long time ago. Call your mom. You know why? Because she's there. And if she's not there, say a prayer. Call your dad. Call your auntie. Call your uncle. Call somebody. You know what I mean? If you haven't talked to somebody in a while, call and check up on them. You know what I mean? It's all about mental health. Be good. Be safe. Be kind to one another, folks. Because you're not my friend. See you in the next one.